Friends, if you are just now joining us, I want to welcome you or welcome you back if you were taking a little break. You are watching Power Up with Pride 2025 here on Twitch. We are running from June 13th, that was yesterday, through June 15th, that's tomorrow, and that's for about 16 hours each day. We're about halfway through today. We are benefiting True Colors United. If you want to find out more about them, you can find the link to their site in the panels below the stream or use !charity in chat. And if you're interested in donating, which I highly suggest, you can type !donate in chat, find the schedule by using !schedule, or see the incentives, of which we have several open currently, with !incentives. And yeah, stay tuned. We have got an incredible run coming up next. It is going to be 8-color Star Guardian story mode with SushiKishi coming up next, so hang tight.
Hello. My name is SushiKishi, and yes, we're going to be running 8-color Star Guardians today. We're going to be running through story mode, which is both chapters here. It is a 8-palette game, as you can see, mostly from the title screen here. As we go through the game, it's also a parody of the Super Sentai Power Rangers genre as well. We've got some costume choices, so when we get in, I'm going to go ahead and swap to the wrestling outfits, just because that's my personal favorite. And then we'll start working through our Mega Man stage select screen of bosses. We're going to get started here in, hold on, is that on turbo? Because I do not want that on turbo. There we go. Chapter 1. We start in 3, 2, 1, go. So for the first chapter, each boss that we defeat will unlock a new ability for one of my party members here. So we're going to start by fighting Bramba the Shark here. And being a water creature, thankfully Bramba is weaker to the electric attacks that Junie's going to bring to the party. But since we haven't really unlocked anything yet, this really is just a damage race. I'm trying to get all my damage out and then hope that the RNG is in my favor a little bit. As long as Rhea, the red ranger, if you will, doesn't miss an attack, we should be good. Which is what I've been telling myself in all 5 practice attempts I did of the very first boss of the game. Because the first 4, Rhea just had a blindfold on. But see, when all the attacks hit, life goes pretty good. I'm going to keep the same starting tree here for the Kichiko fight. Who's a Cyclops? Let me get my notes pulled up here. Here we go. Oh no, I need to bring my healer in. I got to party switch between the first 2 fights. That would have been rough without a healer, because Kichiko has a strong AoE ability that ramps up over time. So we're going to want a little bit of healing on my side. And nobody needs healing yet, so we can at least get some damage out from Bree on the first turn. But Bree, our Blue Ranger, is a self-proclaimed pyromaniac, but her bubble shield will also heal against fire damage, which is going to be very, very important for multiple fights throughout the run to deflect away fire damage. But the little bit of healing that you get is also really nice. But that really is the extent of the healing, is the maybe 50 points of health per turn, and it does use up Bree's entire turn. So it's basically just enough to keep you afloat. We're not really going to be able to heal to full and fully reset a fight if something goes sideways. I really do need my damage dealers to be on point and keep their eyes open and swing accurately, or we're gonna have a tough time of it. Out of mana, so we're out of healing, but fight's almost over, so we should be just fine. So next it's going to be against this big old bee that is actually a trash incinerator from another planet, so it deals a ton of fire damage. So this whole shield has to go up right away. And I also need to make sure I don't hit it with fire damage, or it's basically going to full heal, and we'll be here all day. Well, on probably its next turn, it's going to start using its Gatling gun. Yeah, here we go. So you gotta make sure you keep your shield up every turn. Just shield everybody. I think we're good. Just don't hit it with fire. I almost hit the wrong button there. I'm gonna shield just in case Veery whiffs. No, we're good. If I harp on and on about the accuracy, it's because my practice runs today have been abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. My confidence is a little shaken in the dice rolls today.
Nah, you were saving it for now.
Yeah, evidently, because right now everything's going pretty well. All right, plants here. The plant is weak to fire damage, but the poison pollen that we're going to eat here is going to whittle my health over time. Eventually, Bree will be able to do something other than heal every turn, but right now, I just need to keep my hit points afloat from the damage over time effect. Even though the fire damage would be really nice. Plants just doesn't have a ton of hit points to begin with. You know, healed out. It lands. Nice, okay. Good purple blue. All right, I'm gonna swap parties here. And barbecue, barbecue. Click you. Shield. So you'll see that burning pyre deals fire damage to everybody, including itself, and it absorbs fire damage. So I need to cast inversion on it to swap that absorption into a weakness. So the next time BQ uses its AoE fire ability, it's actually going to deal damage to itself, and I can hit with my strong fire damage ability, which really takes a lot of hit points off the board. If everything lines up properly, the boss should actually take itself out on its next turn. And sometimes if you're really lucky, everybody's knocked out. But in that case, you actually win the fight, even if all of your characters are knocked out. Vesper here is a ghost. You'll even see it, the stats effect that is starting with the GHS stats effect is a ghost status effect that I have to dispel or I can't hit it. It's, you know, incorporeal as ghosts tend to be. So now it's a ghost that's no longer a ghost. It's only a ghost in name. I can actually smack it around. But I actually couldn't do that fight until I think it was that fight against the bee that unlocks your dispel ability. And that's really where your Mega Man style boss order comes into play. Certain fights you just can't do until red, green, purple, until you've got the right abilities unlocked. It's not so much a weakness as it is needing a shield or needing a bit my tongue, excuse me, or needing a dispel or something like that. Green, purple, yep. Duo also has an AoE damage ability, which is really nice against this two-headed dragon here. And the head on the left will res the head on the right if the blue head goes down. But if you get knocked them down the other way, they get on pretty quickly. Ouch. Nice. And that's just gonna leave this big old crab on the bottom right left. One more party switch. Blue, green, yellow. I'm actually gonna take blue, green, yellow. There we go. I'm gonna take Ray out of the party. You know, Red Ranger's always the party leader, but we actually don't need our party leader right now. What I need is electric damage and a Junie's slow ability. Junie's main stat is speed. She gets the most turns and she can manipulate turn order with her abilities to a point. And right now, all I want to do against Crawbo here is get some chip damage in. It has a very, very high defense. You can see it just tripled its attack damage. Let's get a shield up and some healing. And I'm waiting for it to lower its guard. Probably not on the next turn, but on the turn after. Oh boy, we got knocked out. All right. That's why we've got a res. There's Shell Shock. Okay. So now that Shell Shock is in play, it's next to just going to it's going to be like a Magic Gathering board wipe. It's going to be really bad. So I need to get damage on the board as quickly as possible. And that's why I need Junie to use Faraday Cage and delay the boss's next turn. You can see it was going to go on turn 121. And now it's not even on the board. So I've got plenty of turns to get my damage down in. My attack damage one more time. There we go. Nice crit at the end. Of course, as all the bosses are done, which means now we've got our last actual real final boss fight against Barry in here in the middle, who is the alien from another planet who brought all of these bosses with him to come and take over the Earth, of course. And what we're going to do is hit this retreat button. Because if you fail to fight once, you get a flat 10% bonus to all of your stats. And if you fail to fight twice, you get another flat 10% bonus to all of your stats. And it is possible to, for lack of better phrasing, win the fair fight there, but it's definitely not consistent. So definitely in a marathon setting, I'm going to take my free stat boost, especially since it's so quick to get them. Everyone's going to open up by weakening everybody in the party, which is just fantastic. Because it means I can't even open up by charging up my attack power, and everybody's going to deal half damage for their first turn here. As long as I can weather the storm, I think we'll be okay. Now, where the RNG is going to come into play is if Varian keeps either hitting the same person twice in a row like that, or if Varian keeps using his AoE weaken ability and having damage, at some point it's going to hit his enrage timer and then you just lose, unfortunately. So if I'm just dealing half damage for the whole fight, it's slow. It feels really bad. There's really nothing you can do in that case. Except to start the fight over. So I need a good balance of that flat AoE damage ability is really nice because I can at least get my damage out and heal through that. If he hits me with the AoE weakness ability, it at least doesn't deal a ton of damage, which is nice. I just don't want to see it every single turn, because otherwise you'll never get your damage out on the board. Stop that. And then I need Dua's Dispel ability is a just in case measure. So Dua can't actually deal any more damage unless she gets some more mana or her skill points or SP there. I think this is my last chance to put him in a cage if I wanted to. I sharpened. Yes, alright, so I better do damage here. there's overclock. So now the boss has a huge speed boost that I can't dispel, and that's kind of the first part of the enrage timer. I'm also gonna get a bunch more turns. That Emerald Fusion I can dispel. And I need to, or this next attack's really gonna hurt. Sharpen. Do I have time? I don't have time to sharpen. I don't have time to heal either. No, that's not great timing for that. We're almost at the end of the fight. I think we can maybe muscle through it. Nice. All right. The damage roll out of that for once. And that's gonna be the end of chapter 1. Nice, easy one-on-one fights all the way through. We're gonna get some credits here at the end of chapter 1 as well. Chapter 2 is going to be totally different. My party size is going to increase from 3 to everybody, which is really nice because now we're going to be fighting these bosses 2 at a time. And they cover each other's weaknesses really, really well. But with the full party at my disposal, the fights are going to be as hard as it would be. 3-on-2 is definitely a lot harder than 5-on-2 would be. Or I think I said that the other way around. You know what I mean? I'm glad it's 5-on-2 and not a 3-on-2. That's what I'm trying to say. And we're also going to get some new characters and new bosses to fight in chapter 2. Some of these fights are optional. And there's also a little bit of hidden content that we're either going to skip, or I'm going to lose a fight and accidentally back my way into it. But as long as I pay attention and heal when I need to, we shouldn't see any optional content that I don't mean to see. Start on chapter 2. And again, Bramba's still weak to lightning damage here. But I want to get one of these bosses down as quickly as possible. If they both stick around for a while, that's really bad news. Mainly because Bramba's, I forget what it's called, but when he throws the swamp water on you, it starts draining your skill points over time, and that's going to really slow down your DPS. Yeah, the slimy water. That's rough. That's, basically an MP drain. I don't know how Junie dodged it, but the extra damage you're gonna get out, that's really gonna flip the fight around. That's super nice when you get that. You see Junie's speed set so high, she got 3 whole turns in a row. Just absolutely ridiculous. Kichiko should fall very, very quickly after that. Oh, I don't have triple damage up yet. Let's go ahead and boost ourselves. Ouch, ouch, that's okay. As long as everybody hits, we're fine there. Which 2 are up next? Bees, that's right. So again, Bree is stuck on shielding duty once again. And Aurora Neon, the AoE damage is going to be very important here. I do not understand, just in general, oh, stop all that now, how AoE can miss, but not only can AoE miss, I've seen the AoE only miss one or two of the targets. It doesn't even just miss everybody, which, okay, you point your AoE in the wrong direction, you miss everybody. I don't know how you miss only some of the enemies, but that does happen sometimes. Ouch, stop hitting the same people more than once. Let's get one down. There we go. And if you're wondering, Junie could use her Faraday cage to slow down the bees. The problem is that if you desync them, sometimes you can't get your bubble shield back up in between their turns. And that can be a little scary because all of a sudden your party missiles start falling with very bad timing where it's just hard to recover from that. I need mana. There we go. So I'd rather keep the bees' turns all synced up. Stop it. That should leave me. Oh, call my shot a little early, huh? Everybody's got shield, right? No, do I miss the shield because she was knocked out? I got another shield out. And now there's just one left. Now I can delay its turn. I don't have to worry about it being synced up now, obviously. I'll throw another shield just in case. I think we would have been okay, but I don't want to think and be wrong. There we go. I was waiting for more cutscene there, but it's after this fight. This is another fight against it's now a three-headed dragon. The left two dragons are the ones that heal. So I want to take them out first if I can. No, I don't have the shield now. The problem is that right now I've got my fire damage up, and the Blue Eyes Dragon is weak to the fire damage. But again, the AoE is going to come in clutch here. Middle head's the strongest. So I'm going to go ahead and slow the middle head down to delay the next res as much as possible and try to take out these other two heads. And I'm just making sure I don't hit the wrong head with the wrong ability because they absorb, as you might imagine, they absorb whatever element matches their eye color. Now it's just one of the rezzing heads upright. Let's still a shield up. Some mana to work with. I'm probably. Oh, this is gonna be close. 17 hit points. Oh yeah. It's gonna res the other one. So if I had swung instead of restoring mana, the fight would have been over. That's how that goes sometimes. There we go. Yeah, this one's got a little bit more cutscene at the end. As our sixth and mysterious White Ranger is about to into the picture. Ooh, the flashing's really rough in this section. I am sorry. should be done with that for a while. So the White Ranger here has an ability called phasing, which means until its next turn, it's just phasing in and out of existence and it can't hit them. It's just like the ghost ability. Now the phasing's turned off and it starts swinging. I can also dispel that, but I didn't get a turn before it wore off, unfortunately. And mainly what I'm looking for here is for the RNG to work out that somebody doesn't get smacked twice in a row and get knocked down again. Did I sharpen last turn? I did not. Oh, I bet you're gonna go, I should have swung. Yep, that's okay. Oh, I'm wasting SP. I forgot I can't swing there. Yeah, let's stick another swing in this fight. Because my two big damage deals both got stunned there. That's rough. And I wasted a turn by accident. Let's try it one more time. Wait. I can sharpen at first turn. It's the next fight I can't sharpen on the first turn. All right, once more with feeling. We fight this boss fight again later, and on the next fight I can't sharpen on the first turn, but in this fight I can. There we go. As long as Viri doesn't get knocked out like that, that's okay. That's all right too. Really not all right. But we'll see if we can back up. There we go. All right, so only one person got stunned. That's actually a nice bonus for re-getting smacked twice there. There we go. And Viri didn't get knocked out. But Viri was stunned. Oh, doggone it. So I lost my damage turn anyway. You know what? Gotta throw another heal out. Spread the damage out that time. Nice. All right. I'm glad we reeled that one back in. Usually if Viri gets knocked out and loses a ton of turns, it's really hard to pull that fight back in. If I'm not mistaken, this is a pretty long cutscene. So if you'd like to talk about the charity or any donations may have come in, this is a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think most importantly, I would love to talk about some of the incentives that we've got coming up. Again, these are benefiting True Colors United. And for these incentives, we have a Zelda block upcoming for all of those Zelda fans we have in here, which I know is like half of the speedrunning community. But we have a couple of those upcoming. For Zelda 2, we have a file name incentive. Currently, the name Heck is in the lead, but Transrite, just the one, is trailing very close behind that. And there's also the incentive to visit Error during that run. Still looking to meet that incentive. And then for Skyward Sword, later on, we have a file name incentive for that as well. Currently, ooh, in all lowercase, so I had to say it like that, is winning. That has got the incredible amount of $81.32, extremely specific for it, but Pride following that very closely behind. So if you are hyped up about the Zelda block, if you want to support Power Up with Pride, if you want to support us here with True Colors United, which, by the way, if you've just hopped in here and this is all like new to you and the bright colors of the game have overwhelmed you, you are seeing the true colors of this game, and you want to know about the true colors of the charity, it is a charity that supports youth homelessness, specifically focusing on the unique experiences of LGBTQ plus and other disadvantaged groups. So I would love to get those donations in. I would love to read those on air, and I would love to see those incentives get met as well.
So we are in an optional fight here. I am waiting for either the champ here to pin one of my party members or for the referee to throw us out, but I keep knocking the ref out. Oh, but because the ref's knocked out, I also can't be pinned. Oh, but I can retreat now. So we'll just eat the retreat there. But that is an optional boss fight where you can fight the Rock Lobster, the current heavyweight champion, in a wrestling match if you so desire. So we're gonna put barbecue in the Faraday cage and slow it down as much as we can right from the start. I need to be careful. Don't use fire damage on the plants and only use fire damage on the barbecue because I'm going to swap their weaknesses around. All right, I gotta say it to myself. I'm gonna goof it up for the barbecue, right? Ouch, ouch. Stop it. Definitely don't need to be double poisoned. I don't want to use the AoE here. So I'm going to heal one boss or the other, and I don't want to do that. That's right. Ow. I want to deal triple damage. Single damage is enough, thank you. At some point I gotta pick Veery up. Oh, but I might not be able to because I think I'm out of mana, and the Eerie stores my mana. Oh no, good, I've got enough. No, don't do that. Use fire damage. Now everyone's got a decent amount of health. There we go. That's a big chunk of damage I've been missing. Sugar. That. Oh, I didn't know that also would heal. So that has an element too, I guess. Today I learned that ability that doesn't have an element in the description actually has an element attached to it. Okay. No. This one will take it out. There we go. Yeah, don't heal the boss, folks. Like, that's bad. Ooh, wrong turn. I did that in the wrong order. I gotta get the first part of this fight right to set up my turn order later. If you get stuck, what's really nice is if you fail a fight, your party members will huddle up and talk about what strategy you probably should be using. It's really nice unless you're in a speed run and it's just a bunch of extra text boxes. And now I can sharpen. And it's Bree who is supposed to restore the mana there. There we go. There we go. Now we're set up for success. Yeah, now that Grandma's knocked out, we're fighting Crowbo the same way we did the first go round. I'm kind of just waiting for the vulnerability window to open up when he uses Shell Shock. That's not it. That's just extra damage. There it is. Okay. Sugar. Okay. And then this energy. Ooh. Oh, I'm a little bit behind my SP curve a little bit. I don't think the shield's gonna matter too much. Let's see if we get through the shell cannon. Nope. Okay. Wonder how my mana got all goofed up there. Made me pay attention to the start. I might have probably mismenued something. I probably forgot to have Fury spend a turn restoring mana when I was waiting for Crowbo to do what I need Crowbo to do. Oh, that sticky got me there too. That's gonna cost me a little bit of damage. There we go. Okay. This is where we need to probably use Energy Engine. I probably missed that last time. That should be sharpened. Oh, Shell Shock. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, everybody's got more mana now. No! And then the Faraday cage missed. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. I'm just making sure I'm not like Missing something in the notes here. Nope, it's all pretty standard after the first few turns. It was weird that he skipped the sharpen and went right into shell shock though. So I don't know if I like hit an HP trigger somehow. That was just really strange. That fight, the last fight, way quicker than it was supposed to, and I think it goofed up my turn order somehow. Hold on to that. And it's using shell shock again. That's so weird. I'm on the weird turn order I was on last time now. Why are you skipping a turn here, buddy? You're not helping me out by doing that. That's gonna wake me out. Because the static's even sticking, but it's turns almost up, so it doesn't matter if I hit it that timing. Right, let's try something different at the start here. No. And I'm not going to put the cage on early. And try and mix up the turn order a little bit here. Yeah. Nice. That's so weird. Oh, I shouldn't have... That's what I just did. There we go. I think we're good now. Depends on what it does in this next turn. Shell shock. All right, and now I can put it in a Faraday cage. That should delay its next turn quite a bit. And now I think we're on track. I wonder what in the world happened those last two go-rounds, though. That was so weird.
Nothing's ever normal during a marathon.
Yeah. There we go. Then we got another cutscene here. If you'd like to talk about the charity or any incentives coming up.
Yeah, well, I do want to say we got $10 coming in from Veriphage. Thank you so much. They did not leave a comment, but that is going towards the visit error incentive for The Legend of Zelda 2, which is coming up in a couple of runs from now. So thank you so much, Veriphage, for that. We have not yet met the goal for that incentive, so anyone else who is looking forward to that, which I know I am, definitely get those in. I'd love to read those donations, and yeah, thank you so much again.
We've got to fight against not one, but three ghosties here, and I can only dispel their incorporealness one at a time. And so we're just going to have to heal through their hit point drain and just focus them one at a time. Vesper's super cute though. I purge. Yes, okay. I better heal. Yeah, I'm glad I healed. That would have been bad. Oh. Okay, yeah, stop. Don't do that anymore. Whatever that thing is where you miss. Let's not do that anymore. That might do it. Nice, okay. So here we get a bit of the lore. And we find out that the White Ranger here is actually from, if we remember the boss from Chapter 1, Barian, has actually been chasing Veeri through the cosmos, through multiple... Sharp and green, okay. Onto multiple planets, and the last planet that was attacked, the White Ranger was a defender of that planet, and then these other 4 shadowy figures that we can see here are representatives of the other Sentai that were defenders of the last planet that was attacked. So this is a 5-on-5 Super Sentai battle. Nice, got one, okay. And you can see that when he reses his friends, it does cost a little bit of health. So that's fine by me. Because that's going to chip away at the boss's health too. I don't trust I'll be able to get another attack out without losing my sharpen, so we'll just swing away here. Yeah, see, I was going to get stunned. I knew it. If you can take out the boss, that doesn't end the fight, unfortunately, as nice as that would be. But the enemies won't be able to phase anymore, so I can take them out pretty quickly. As long as I just keep an eye on my health. Oh, stop missing. That might do it. Not quite. This will definitely do it though. And that fight can be tough. So I guess what I goofed up in that lobster fight, we've made up for in that fight for sure. All right, now this fight, if I lose this fight, we get to see a bunch of otherwise optional content that we don't want to see. So I'm gonna say take it slow, but I'm gonna keep an eye on everything each turn. I want to make sure I was at max at the start. And also, you can see that the boss can land a bunch of different SaaS effects on me. So if the video, the visual is going to go out, the audio is going to go out depending on what SaaS effects I get hit with. I didn't actually get to see my health there. Um, that's why I just got to keep an eye on my health because I'm not always going to be able to see it. That mute came at a rough time. But I think the game won't actually like double swing on me if I mute it and can't heal. I think it's nice enough to not do that. Ouch, 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 ouch. I say that, but I feel like I'm really low on hit points in the background here. Oh, we're 87. All right. And now we've got the power of determination, so things are going to go a little bit easier for us here. I've got plenty of health. Let's go ahead and swing. I need to purge that. I need to purge that for sure. I got plenty of health so I can swing again. Nope. Purge that. Better. I don't have enough to deal big damage and purge if I need to, so we'll play it safe there and get our mana back. Yep. Now I need to purge again. Stop it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm good. All right, one more Aurora Neon should do it. But I don't want to miss. There we go. And then lose the fight in the last turn. That would be really rough. All right, so now Zaray has joined our party. Now we have, oh, not quite yet. One fight early. But Zaray's going to join our party here in a little bit. And this is a spaceship that Zaray showed up on. It has some sort of memory projector, which is what we've been fighting all this time, are projections of the bosses and then projections of Zaray's memories of her old teammates. Hold on, need to make sure. Bell's on fire duty. Make sure I get this right. Play bubble shield up. Yeah, I'm good at this. So I'm thinking out loud here. What the boss is going to do, what Pyram's going to do, is absorb health from the other fires to charge its ability. So after this first one that I can't really do anything about just because of the way the turn orders line up, and the fact that it starts with some SP in its bank already, is I need to take out at least one, hopefully two of these flames before Pyram gets another turn, because the amount of damage it deals is going to depend on how many flames it has to drain from. I want to balance out with getting some damage out on the boss itself, because if it's just keep fighting these flames, we're gonna hit another enrage timer, and we're gonna party wipe eventually anyway. It's about to res everybody, so I think you can just deal damage, because taking out the third flame's not going to do me any good right now. Yeah. Don't do what you just did. It's not what I wanted you to do. That's okay. I think we can pick this back up. Nope, I need to take a flame out for sure. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Yep. They didn't get my bubble shield up. There we go. Yeah, I need Bree to not get knocked out. That's gonna throw everything for a loop. Cool down. Yes, I got 2 of these flames. Stop doing that. Then you get my shield up here. Be able to get a flame out anyway. Oh, shield. Well, I'm gonna take flame out. So if I pick Dua up, she's gonna get knocked out anyway because they don't have a shield on her. Oh, I'm probably gonna gotten the shield up. That's okay. I should have looked at the turn order. Ooh, that's quite unfortunate. Because it just grabbed from all 3 flames. Now, let's get some damage out. This is gonna be bad, yeah. Oi, 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 the RNG's tough today, all day long. All day long. The practice runs, too, was rough today. Okay. Full shield. Would lay that Aurora Neon for 1 turn. Are you kidding me? just lost a round of damage too. So I gotta keep my bubble shield up, but I've got it. I've got it right here. There we go. Blue flames out. Stop hitting Bree every turn. That is what is making it rough. Is if anyone else goes down, it's not nearly as problematic. As losing my healer and my shielder. That I can't really do a whole lot about. Hit somebody else. Alright, don't have to worry about the flames. It's already grabbed from the flames, so we can just deal damage to the boss for a little bit here. Of course. I don't think it's gonna matter because it grabbed from everybody. Oh my goodness. It needs to stop hitting Bree. There's nothing I can do about it. Just continuing to take my healer out. The flame out. On cooldown. You can see that when I take the fire damage, it also damages my skill points too, my mana pool, and that also doesn't help. We'll let Junie take out a second flame. Get some damage on the boss here. Try and boost up for some damage here. And it might charge in the next turn, so let's get a second flame. Okay. Gotta hand a wasted turn, picking all the flames back up. Let's get one of them down. It's probably gonna, yep, heat transfer. I don't have my shield up yet. Oh, late. This is about the res the third flame anyway. Yep. One, I better take another flame out. Good. That should be a nice and weak attack coming up here. So I can pick up Theory and put some damage on the board. Don't take everybody out, please, and we should be good from here. Oh my word. Whew. It's just rough when it wants to focus on Bree like that. And we got a nice little wall of text here, and then we've got one more fight left. So if you'd like to talk about the charity or any incentives one more time, this is a good time to do it.
Yeah, well, I would like to welcome, we have the game dev here in chat, so I would love to say hello to them. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are supporting True Colors United this weekend. This team works at a federal, state, and local level to ensure vital funding, policies, systems, and protections are in place that meet the needs of LGBTQ+ and BIPOC youth who are experiencing or at risk of homelessness. They partner with young people and with national, state level, and local advocates in advancing policies and bringing us closer to a future where housing justice is a reality for all. So if you would like to donate, you can hit !donate in chat. We got a couple of incentives open right now for some later games, or if you've just got something, if you want to dig around in your couch, see what you've got, a couple of quarters in there, we will happily and graciously accept them.
So I had to just run away from the first fight. You can't actually win this fight unless until you lose the first fight and get Zaray to join your party. Sharpen the screen. Yeah, is sharpen screen. There we go. Nice. Right now I'm trying to double stack buffs on Veery here. And while the boss is channeling, while Baron's channeling, this Emerald Shine is going to deal a ton of bonus damage. That's a nice big chunk of damage. There we go, 4619. Try and put the boss in a Faraday cage. And if that static hits, I think we're in business. Who sharpens pink? Again, this also deals the same kind of damage that the boss is weak to right now, so that's another nice chunk of damage. Sun. Oh, I need this stun to land, and then we're definitely good. Stun. Oh, this is why I've saved all my RNG for that stun to land. Let's go. So I think we'll actually sharpens pink. I think if we luck out here, we'll actually take the boss out before it gets to use its ultimate attack even. But it's gonna depend on how the rest of this damage goes. Close. I just need to get my damage out here. No! Oh wait, no, I got one more turn. Ooh. There we go. It didn't even get its turn. And that is time. Oh my goodness. I never get that stun to land. I don't even have the notes for getting the stun to land written down because it never wants to land. I can't believe that hit So the rest of the RNG not so good. The last boss RNG super good, super lucky. But yeah, if you can get that stun to land, the void screen doesn't even come out. Um, Otherwise, you have to have one of your party members survive the ultimate attack. Sephiroth style, everything gets taken out, comes down, and one party member somehow has to survive that, and then you pick up the pieces from there. But thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for JGens for showing up too. The dev in the chat's always nice, and thank you so much everybody for supporting the charity. Stick around for is it what's coming up next? I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, you're fine. Yars Rising is coming up next.
Nice. Thank you everybody for supporting the charity, and make sure you donate to all the fantastic incentives that are coming up as well.
Indeed, indeed. Is there anywhere people can find you?
I am at SushiKishi everywhere except chess.com. I'm trying to get back into chess, so if you'd like to play me in chess, I'm at Avalanche Surprise Roll Up, as in the wrestling term surprise roll up, on chess.com.
That's fantastic. Well, yeah, thanks again so much for such a great run.
Thank you for having me.
How we doing, chat? Did we like that? I was just saying this in chat, but I am so impressed that there is so much detail in that game with such a limited color palette. That is absolutely incredible. And if you are just joining us, just so you know, you're watching Power Up with Pride 2025. I love that that rhymes this year. It's the one year we get to say that. We're running from June 13th through June 15th for about 16 hours each day, and we are benefiting True Colors United. If you want to find out more about them, you can find the link to their site in the panels below the stream, or use !charity in chat. And if you're interested in donating, you can type !donate in chat, find the schedule using !schedule, and see the upcoming incentives with !incentives. And as we just mentioned, we have Yars Rising coming up very shortly here. That's the Emmys hack list version of that run. That is with Lucifer 9783. That is coming up shortly. You do see that we are just shy of 2100, which is an incredible number to hit. And if you would like to help us push over that, we have a couple of incentives that are open currently, all of which are for our upcoming Zelda block, which will be a couple games from now. We have The Legend of Zelda 2 upcoming with a couple of incentives open for that. We have the Visit Error incentive open, still raising money towards that if we want to go say hello to them. And if you want to help us name the file for that, you can do that as well. We have Heck in the lead with $75, Trans Right behind that with $35.50. But if you want to either support either of those names or come up with your own, that is open. Or if you're more of a Skyward Sword fan, you're really into the 3D, I totally understand that. We have a file name incentive for that as well. Uwu is leading that currently with $81.32. Pride following that at $25. And again, if you want to get your own name in there, that is open as well, all benefiting True Colors United this weekend.